Donald Trump is apparently interested in finding out about the real issues that real Americans care about, unfiltered from all of that mainstream media BS. And so if you're one of the lucky few on his email listserv, you might have received an email including a section like this. Politicians have spent too much time bickering and not enough time listening. So today we're turning off that awful blistering noise of Washington. Instead, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from the American heartland, the real America that lives outside of the DC media fantasy world, because outside of DC, it's just the heartland. There's nothing else, there's no coast. With our 6-month mark approaching, I want you to take the Listening to America survey to tell me the true sentiments, concerns, and interests of real America. That's not the whole message. There was a whole lot of bashing of the media and saying that you can't trust the media and all that. But then you click on the link and you go to this survey. I think that we can help him out here in just a second, but I want to give you an idea of the sort of questions that are in this survey. Some of them are, sort of normal things you expect from a right winger. Have excessive government regulations, rules, and red tape burdened you personally? Probably not, but okay, they want to find out more about that. Do you think universities today indoctrinate rather than teach students? There you're getting into slightly more questionable territory. Do you trust the media? Wow. Well, we know that they probably don't if they're on his listserv. Do you find the news to be generally too negative/hateful? They love that hateful media.
Yeah, so it's called the Listening to America survey, but what this is a classic push poll.
Yes.
So a push poll is designed to get you to try to get you to think one way while posing it as a question. So in the old days, you would have had half of these questions with the Republican Party anyway, you distrusting the media, etc. But the Trump team adds extra words to it like, do you find the media to be hateful? They wouldn't say that in the past. Now though, Trump's like, oh, they're only criticizing me because they hate me, right? So they're taking that Trump talking point and pushing it through their poll while they're trying to figure out what you want while they're listening to you. No, the whole point is to talk to you.
Yeah, and some of it, again, seems to be leading in that direction. Do you feel that you cannot publicly admit that you support Trump?
Although that one's an interesting question.
It's an interesting question. I think there should be a bit of shame, but that's fine. And they're certainly going to lead to more people feeling like that after seeing the question. English is currently not recognized as the official language of the United States. Do you think it should be? So this, again, this is about the real issues that real Americans care about. But it's not just questions. There is actually an opportunity for the people who do this survey to write back. So if you bring this up, you're going to see there's a text field there. What else do you think the president needs to know about the real America? We're listening. Now, the interesting thing about Trump is that he doesn't seem to know much about anything, especially America and the issues that matter to it most, considering what he's likely to do on taxes, his approach to climate change, what they're doing potentially to healthcare, even as we speak. And so look, he wants to ask about English as the official language and whether all the media shouldn't be trusted, but there are some big issues out there. And theoretically, if you go to GOP.com/listening to America surveys, we're gonna put the link right there, you can fill that out. And we can give him some suggestions for real issues that he should be focusing on. What he needs to know about real America and not just his portrayal of it on Twitter.
These are meant to be touch points on cultural issues that actually don't have anything to do with your life, but that get to the core of your identity and make you emotional. So how many times have you had a real issue with English as the official language? I've had it sometimes. When I'm in Miami, I do get frustrated that at least 50% of that particular city speaks Spanish, and some percentage speak only Spanish. So I have trouble communicating. Now, it's not my country, it's not my city solely, right? I love Miami, but other people live in it, right? So they know, they speak Spanish, I speak English. You could say that's a sad day for me, sad day for them. I don't want to dictate that that's the official language, but my point is, even if you are from time to time frustrated by it, as I am, I wish we would all speak one language, but that's a wish, right? That is a minuscule issue. It has happened to me in my life, particularly because of Miami, what, 7 times, right? And if you live in Kansas, how many times did it happen to you where you're like, there we go again with Tagalog.
Yeah.
I need English here. Everybody here is speaking.
Always Urdu, Urdu.
I can't, if I hear one more person talking Swahili, I'm out of here, okay? I'm gonna move out of Topeka. So this is not a real issue, but it gets you to go, America is supposed to speak English, man. That goes to my identity. I'm angry. I don't know what I'm angry at, but I'm angry. But in terms of what actually affects your life, Jesus, whether you know how high your premium is, your copay, whether you have health care when someone in your family gets sick, oh my God, that is monumentally important.
Totally.
But the point of these so-called issues is to distract you from that. And part of the reason that people do distractions, and they do it like in a heist, for example, is so you don't see them taking the money out from the other end of the building.
Yeah.
And so the tax cuts that are coming are so gigantic and so exclusively for the rich that they want you to worry about things that don't matter at all while they pull off that heist. Help us build independent media together. Come join us, tytnetwork.com/join.